the lawn has just leapt into action. Those tricks really work and makes your lawn the envy of the neighborhood, and it's really quite easy. I'm going to take you through from step 1 all the way to the end of my spring routine to make this grass beautiful and green and get greener faster than anyone else in the neighborhood. So be sure and stick around to the end. Please excuse the wind, it's quite windy today. And any of you who have been with the channel for any period of time will probably be familiar with this process, but I keep doing it every single year because it's so stinking easy and makes such a tremendous difference. And I'm going to start out with a bonus 4th tip. You can tell when you're ready to get going on your lawn just by coming out and inspecting it. And as soon as you start seeing the lawn starting to grow new grass blades down in there, that usually means that it's warm enough and you can start this. Another thing I'll use is this thermometer, and I'll just stab it down into the lawn. And I don't know if you can see, but we are in the 40-degree range, just over 40 degrees. That's a little cool, even with that, because we've got growth here in the grass. We know it's time, at least for me. So step 1 that I like to do is do a dethatch, and so that's what we're going to do today. But first I need to mow this lawn short, and then we'll get to dethatching. Alright, already you can see that looks significantly better. If you notice, I've cut it quite short. Not insanely short. Still about an inch or so long. But this way it's a little easier for the dethatcher to get down in there, pull the material out that we need it to remove. So that brings us to my next step, and that's step number 2, and that's dethatching. Got the dethatcher ready to go. I love this thing. It's quite inexpensive by Greenworks, and it's still going strong. Absolutely love it. If we turn it on its side here, you can see that it has this spinning roll, and it's got these little spring-loaded tines, which is just perfect for what I need it to do. I don't need I don't need like scarifying or anything like that. Just a little bit of heavy-duty raking to get the gunk out of the grass and up on top. That's all I need this for. So this works super great. And if you combine it with a really heavy-duty thick gauge, this thing's like 10 gauge extension cord, it's the bomb. So I'll leave links to both of these down in the description, and you can check them out. So there we have it, all done. And the thing that this does good with is, if you notice here, it just kind of works out the straw, I call it. It's kind of just the dry, dead grass left over from the winter. And that naturally will, go down into the bottom of the lawn. But if you rake it out, this is part of the secret to making the lawn green up faster, because it gets rid of a lot of that's shading the live grass plants, and so you're able to get a lot more sun onto the grass, and as a result it greens up faster. So anyway, that is the dethatching. Next, we need to clean this up. So the easiest way to do that is with the lawnmower. As you can see, it's already looking substantially better, and we haven't even put fertilizer or anything on it, so it's really coming together nicely. Super excited. Anyway, next step is fertilizer. My secret formula for this is, first and foremost, the Scott's Turf Builder with the Halt's crabgrass pre-emergent stuff, because that's a good thing to do. Get down some pre-emergent. So I do 2/3 mix of that, and then a 1/3 mix of this product from the Andersons. It's the PGF Complete and Humic DG 1648, and I do 1/3 of that. Let me show you a quick trick to mix this up. Get a power drill and an auger like this. I'll have a link for it down in the description, but check this out. It makes mixing these two kinds of fertilizers super easy. It's mixed up here. So the yellow stuff is the Scott's, and then the tan, black, and green stuff is the Anderson's product. And I found this to just be really a good mix. The Scott's stuff has worked great for me before just on its own, but I've noticed that it doesn't have as long of a feeding as the Anderson's does. This has a lot more slow release nitrogen in it. This has a lot of quick release nitrogen. So the nice thing about this is it greens it up really fast. And then this kind of helps feed it for an extended period of time, and it keeps it looking really good instead of a strong pop right after the fertilizer is taken hold and then slowly dying off after that. This kind of helps hold that through for a couple of extra weeks. So I found it to be a really good cost-effective mixture, because the Anderson stuff is actually quite expensive. Scott's stuff is a little less expensive, but it doesn't have as many good benefits as the Anderson stuff. So this is kind of a happy medium that I found to kind of get the best of both worlds and not have to remortgage the house in the process. This is the spreader that I use. This is the Earthway spreader, and works extremely well. It's got this cool little edge guard here that you can flip, and helps keep the fertilizer off the hard surfaces and what have you. Anyway, you've just got a lot of control, and I love the bucket shape, so it just kind of funnels everything right down into those holes, and you don't have a bunch of leftover stuff at the end. It's super handy, and I'll leave links for all of this stuff down in the description below if you want to check it out and get some for yourself. Get a question asked, if I'm combining the two fertilizers, and by the way, this is not endorsed or recommended or anything by these companies. It's just what I've found works well. Anyway, people have asked what setting you put your spreader on. Because the Anderson's product is slightly larger in granule size, I set it to that setting, just the light application rate setting on the back of that bag, and it works great. All right, there we have it. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. We've got some rain in the forecast, and I'll show you the results of all of these efforts here in this early spring, and you'll see just how major of an impact it has on the lawn and how fast it reacts. So for me, it'll be a little bit of time. For you, it'll be just a quick little minute. All right, it has been about 15 days since we put down the spring fertilizer, and as you can see, the lawn has just leapt into action and is so much greener now. Looks super good. I just mowed it to even it all out at a higher cutting height this time, but as you can see, it is looking extremely green and awesome. Doesn't get much better than that. And you can see the entire lawn is looking equally as good. Anyway, those tricks really work and makes your lawn the envy of the neighborhood, and it's really quite easy, not hard at all. So be sure and comment down below any thoughts, ideas, suggestions you have for awesome lawn care. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe because there's a bunch more tips and tricks on the lawn coming up this season that you all won't want to miss. Catch you next time.